What's up, AJ? What's up, Aaron? There you go. That's my yeah, I know. I need to start doing that before I turn this thing on. If anybody wants to get really frisky, there's a good box for you right there. Have you guys do you guys do any of that magic or no? I'll tell you the box prices on that stuff is nuts. Those boxes were, what were they? 725 when I first bought a couple of them, and now they're up to like 1200 a box already. It's crazy. You guys getting? What are you guys picking up these days? You getting ready to pick up singles? You waiting for the new product to come out? What are y'all doing? Oh, you just did that? I saw they released it. That's cool. How much you getting? What's up, Graves Devin? Or Devin's Grave? 3 of each. Is that 3 cases or 3 boxes? That's cool. I gotta look into doing that. Do you think so? It's gonna. I mean, that's gonna be the first set of Z to A. So is that gonna be, how big of a deal is that gonna be? Is my question. Seems like the last couple, Scarlet Violet and Sword Shield, the first set was like bad. Okay. And where did you buy it from? From Pokemon Center or somewhere else? Ah, okay. I mean, so you get that direct from them? Whoops. Vicky, how are you? Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's what I'll do is I'll reach out to some of them and see. What were you, if you don't mind me asking, what were you paying for them? 81. Okay, that's cool. There's a show here this weekend coming up, and now I was thinking about, should I go and set up or not? So they're full, but I figure if I can get a last minute table, somebody maybe cancels or something, maybe I can grab a table and go play around this weekend. That's good. They're 102 right now. Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing the black and the white ETBs too, and I'm seeing pre-sale on eBay that I see is, call it 95. That seems like a pretty good price, I think, especially for a ETB only product. I don't know. Yeah, 95 yeah, it's like 100 190, 184, something like that. And that's one of each. I'm like, man, that seems really good, right? Just regular ones. Some of the Pokemon Center ones I see are going for under 150 a box, which kind of makes sense, I guess, because I remember looking at the promo card, and I don't remember the promo card being anything spectacular. So, all right, I was gonna do Destined Rivals tonight. This is still a fresh box, by the way. So I'll start them off, but we can do whatever y'all want. I've got some of the stuff in the back that I have is I do have Paldea Evolved back there, but if you're interested in 2 packs of Destined Rivals, that's what we're going with right now. Yeah, I never get into the Pokemon Center stuff. A buddy of mine told me about the booster bundles, so I ended up getting two each of those. So that I was happy about. But we'll see how that all plays out. I don't I don't know how that's going to work, but yeah, we'll see. I think if I can, I'll try to get some more of that. But I guess that's the question: is do you if you have money, what do you do? Do you buy the ETBs of Black and White, or do you go and get the new what you just bought, the Mega stuff? So you got both. Nice. Oh, let's see. What do I have back there? I guess I don't have. I do have Paldea Evolved. I just don't have it back there. Thought I did, but I guess not. So, all right. So, what else is going on? Anything else good? You do another? Have you done your next show yet, or no? I don't know if you did another surprise set or not. Next week? Yeah. So, how you're not really that regular right now, right? Oh, you did one on Friday. I see. Okay, gotcha. I got to tell you, man, having some of the people like on. Have you ever? Well, okay, I've got like 5 questions all of a sudden trying to get out at the same time. Yeah. Okay. So your stuff went bad. All your chases went away. Went right away. All right, 2 packs. Destin Rivals first one's out of this. Whoa! In the first 7 spins, that's terrible. Yeah, that sucks for sure. But I mean, it happens. All right, so who else is in here? AJ, are you still in here? Or Vicky? One of you two is in here. Yeah. So I think you said in your stream you did this a while back. I was just trying to see. It says 3 people, and I know Aaron's talking to me, but I hadn't heard you. I knew you were here. 151 English. That's a pretty card. That is faux show. Yeah, yeah. Everything I got. I mean, it's for sale. This instead, right? Don't you want this instead? Right? That's the one you want. Um, yeah, I tell you, I I talked to a few people from time to time about this, and I feel like the first week was um I I don't know. I mean, whatever. What do they got it at? If I had to, I mean, right off the top of my head, I think it's in the 200 range, but let me find out. But being like trying to do rips and stuff, buying all your stuff like this, it on this platform, it's hard because um, there's so many people on here that are getting it direct or getting it at a really good price that they can, um, you know, totally beat you on almost everything. So okay, what am I seeing here? I see all sorts of numbers here. I'm seeing anywhere between like where to go, 152.50 and 186.50 and a 175 and a 150. I don't know. What do you think? Probably so maybe like 165 ish. Cujo, what's going on? Yeah, like Probably 165. Are you? What do you do, Aaron? Are you looking up TCG player? Is that what you did? Cujo, I'm doing Destined Rivals tonight. In eBay last. Okay, gotcha. So if you're in here, I'll throw these up if you're interested. Um, 13 for two of them, and you can pick any two. The box, it's still the fresh box, so nothing's out of here yet. Um, but yeah, it's just crazy. And then how do I get more followers? I know you said you're going, and I'm wondering if I need to try to go into more streams and just talk more and get people to follow me or whatever. But I mean, I feel like you got 1,000 followers, you get I sold over 1,000 items, you get the people easy. I don't understand it. How many people were in your show on Friday? And it wasn't boosted or anything. Like seriously, we just need to like put our stuff together. Like I've got the stuff. You just need to give me some people. We just put it together and we're done. Oh, when do you typically do your shows? Early in the morning, late at night? All right, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow or something and see how that goes. Because if I can get more people on in the mornings, I mean that's fine too. I know. Yeah, yeah. Well, somebody was telling me go try TikTok, and I didn't want to do it because of everything going on. Um, my concern with that is just if they're going to pull the plug on the platform, and then you got to go reestablish yourself. And I was reading kind of what are the differences between Whatnot and TikTok. And TikTok, basically, there's a lot more people. Drip? No, I've not tried Drip. And I know a buddy of mine did Loop for a while. They said they stopped doing that. I applied to eBay Live a while back. Never heard back from them. I know eBay Live is pretty good, um, from what I've seen. But Drip has okay. Let's take a look at it. Are you signed? So, what platforms have you done? Like, what platforms have you streamed on? And Cujo or AJ, if y'all are here, I'm curious where else do you guys go? Do you go onto other platforms or not? Okay, so out of those three, why did you pick Whatnot to stream on? As far as like the selling aspect of it. Hey, Pokey, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, I gotta figure out. Hey, we're 2 packs of Destined Rivals on a fresh box here. Pokey, Aaron and I are kind of talking about. Aaron does streams too, so we're just talking about how to improve because as you can see with 4 people here, it's hard for me to kind of get momentum going. So is TikTok that hard to like? Why is TikTok harder? I mean, Whatnot's simple. I mean, I gotta say, when it comes to being a seller, Whatnot is so easy to deal with. You push the button, the labels come out. Like it is so simple, and I love it. But I mean, I sell on eBay, and eBay's got a little easier than what it used to be for sure. When you say scammers, you talk about people who like buy and cancel and stuff, or the sellers are scammers. Pokey Hub, how are you doing tonight, man? Oh, really? Yeah, because I see a lot on here about no cancellations and don't and I can understand that some, but I don't. I guess I've never had that problem before. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've thought about doing crazy things too. Like, hey, buy this pack for $7, tip me 150, and I'll ship this thing to you. But I'm pretty sure if Whatnot ever figured out you were doing that, like if all of a sudden I get, $10,000 in tips one night, they'd be like, banned. We're closing this account down in a heartbeat. But I mean, look, there are so many times that um, I've had to go poking around on this thing to find things. The video receipts that they have are awesome. Yeah, man, I'll see you. Pokey Hub, you here? AJ, what are you doing? Because I know I'm just background noise right now. Come and talk to me for a second. Are you bowling right now? Are you bowling? Is that what's going on? You're outside. Okay, so where else do you go and watch streams? And what other streams do you like watching? Really? Well, okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I know I ask this question all the time, but man, how do I get other people? And I'll try some different times and stuff, I guess. I need to do that. I know I did a Saturday show that one time, like at noon, and that worked out pretty well, I thought. But when you're buying, what are you looking for when you buy? Singles and packs and boxes? So is it just kind of random for you? You just kind of wake up or you just, hey, I think I'll hop on. Today I'm in the mood for blah. And then it's just kind of whatever you're in the mood for, I guess. Tony, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I mean, the problem is, if I let's say I buy this, let's say I go to the show. I mean, by the time and this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set up at the show this weekend at this it's a big show. So let's say I buy this. It's about, let's call it 150 in the market. I think it's like 170, but 150 is an easier number. Most of the shows you pay 70% on this. So somebody's going to pay like $105. Well, if I sell this to you at 150, okay, I'm going to lose, 13% right off the bat. So now all of a sudden, what am I at? I'm down at least another 20 bucks, down to 130. So it's like you make 25 bucks on that card. But then I watch some of these guys that are doing, I don't know what they're doing, where they've got, they're like going like through singles like nobody's business. They're either buying them at like a quarter each and just doing volume and making 50 cents a card or something. I don't, other than that, I don't know what they're doing. And I boosted. You weren't here the other night? Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I could try to do that, but I was I don't know if you were listening to me talk to Aaron about it, but buying this wax and then trying to sell it on here, oh my god, dude, it is so hard. Because Destined Arrivals, people sell for like, $7 or $8. Even at $7, I think I make 10 cents a pack based on what I paid. 10 cents, that's it. And then by the time I pay, the shipping supplies and stuff, that pretty much takes that all up. So that's what I got. I just need to figure out some different models and stuff, or try some different platforms, I think. But because you guys have been great and I love y'all, but man, I got to just figure out where else can I go and make a little bit of money? Yeah, I'm for me, I'm going I know I'm going to Collecticon in July. I've already got my table set up. All that's done. So, I just got to go with a big wad of cash and hopefully I can buy it 70% and flip a lot of it while I'm there. So, but I don't know. Where are you going this week? Oh, to the your Collecticon is this weekend? The one in Cleveland, you and Sneaky? Yeah, there's a show here. It's a big show. It's a CSA show. It's not quite as big as Collecticon. I think Collecticon maybe is about it's actually, you know what? It may be about the same size. But there's going to be like 400 tables at this thing, and this one is definitely much more of a sports show, but there'll be a good amount. I mean, there'll probably be 300 tables of sports and 100 of Pokemon, Magic, whatever else. Um, but they have so many people that come in and sign and autograph and everything. So um, it's not that far actually. You guys should take a look at coming over one of those times because it's um, yeah. What all stuff did you sell? And what are you selling at 70% or no? What do you because the shows I've been to, they're saying everybody buys at 70 and trades at about 80. Is that what you do? Okay. So on $100 card, how much are you getting? What's up, Wheat then? Welcome back. Hey, Wheat then, if you're still here, I'd love to know who else you watch on here and what kind of stuff you typically look for. Gotcha. Okay. And okay, so what cards are you looking for? Okay. And okay, so here's an interesting question. Because that card's what, maybe around 500, 600, is that right? Mostly 151? Okay. Pokey Father, what's going on? Oh, so you get all your stuff raw. Okay. Or you're getting your stuff raw. So what is kind of your sweet spot as far as values go though? Are you looking for like because this Umbreon, if that's raw, that's like what, 950,000 bucks now raw. So I find like this Umbreon, as much as I love that I pulled it and I graded it and it's a 10 and everything, I don't know that I really want it because how many? So 55 and 120. So that was a so for you going against the Lugia was actually way up, and you just you're just like I want that card, so you're just adding it to the collection. Yeah, I mean that makes sense because you're going to hold on to it and you're going to collect. But for me, I'm more of flipping and everything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna sell the Umbreon. Like that's, but I don't want to do it on here. I'd rather take it to at least a show where I have a table. And look, I think the last couple sales have been like right around 2,400 ish, 2350, 24. If somebody walks up to me and goes 2,200, I'm like, yep, see you, bye, have a nice day. Yeah. Well, and that's what I want to start doing is because my kids are going to go with me to Richmond, and I want them to look at anything raw that comes in the door to see if we can't buy it, to grade it and flip it. Because I that's where the money is, honestly. if you have a good eye for a card that would grade, to me that's how you can actually do well in this. That's cool. Now, you remember your um Garchomp? I don't remember. Was that a good one or not? Hey, Flyers. Did you trade that one? Is that gone? Or do you still have it? Hey, 2 packs of Destined Rivals. Your Lugia is gonna 10. That's good. Or the Umbreon in Japanese, one of them. Both. Okay, well that's even better. Yeah, I bought a couple of singles recently. This is my next. I've already started my next batch. Where did I put those? Where's my next batch that I started? Somebody was telling me that if you go and get Japanese, the quality is so much higher on the Japanese cards that you can expect them to do well. And so Batman, wait, you were doing the math. If you don't get the box for free, you have to at least sell them for $5, and that's not making money. Sorry, which ones? Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I was selling my pack the other night. My packs were going for $5 a pack. I know it's crazy. You're talking about mine or just in general out in the world? Yeah, I yeah, that's why I do what I do. All right, so AJ, here you go. So what I did was I took all my black and white Japanese Illustrate IRs and went through them. Hey, Peepoo, Peepee, I have none of those at all. Sorry. I went through and I picked out all the ones that were at least over $10. There might be one in here that's not, but I liked it. But I was surprised. Like, so I'm looking at this one. So these are all in that like 14 to $25 range. And I haven't really looked at them with a fine tooth comb yet, but they all look pretty good at first glance. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna send these out because I can either try to sell them for 10 or 14, but if I put $20 into it, so I got 8 of them here. So if I spend 160 bucks, if I can get 3 10s, that more than pays for it. Pokey Doodle, what's going on? Doing 2 Destined Rivals packs. It's a fresh box. Haven't opened any of them yet tonight. Yeah, the only but so AJ, the problem that I'm starting to learn. So look, you guys have been in this way longer than I have, so I am picking up on some of the market trends. And it's like the Japanese cards. You don't have that luxury to wait, because if you wait for the if you wait to let those prices settle, then the English comes out and it kills those prices even more. What's up, Floyd? So I feel like you just gotta either wait until after English is out to do that stuff. But um I send in my white restaurant. I sent that in right away. So, and I try to sell. So what I'll do is when I rip, if I get stuff pre-release, I'll try to sell it right then. But the funny thing is I just got burned on the Final Fantasy stuff, because I was buying boxes when they first came out. They were like 700 a box. Yeah, exactly. And I sold a lot of my Final Fantasy stuff right away. And um, one of the cards I sold for, I think it sold for 150, is now a $240 card. But who knew? I mean, these boxes were seven and a quarter, and I went back 2 days later, they were up to eight, and then all of a sudden now they're like almost $1,200 a box. It's crazy. And there's 12 packs in there, but there's 77 chocobo cards that are numbered, out of 77, and a couple of those have sold for anywhere between like 45 and 55,000 each. So they're, I mean, that's got some crazy stuff. Floyd, what's going on tonight? It's been on 2 packs of Destined Rivals. Yeah, I I mean, I've got that binder full of those raw cards too. So I don't know what I'm going to do, because I mean, you see me try to sell them in here, and hardly anybody wants them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Probably I don't I'm not too worried about it, because I just assume I'll take it to the show with me, throw it out on the table, and if people want to buy them, great. I'm happy to price those cards for them, and see what they all go for, because I still have. Yeah, as long as they sell for shows and stuff. Because I mean, look, I still have all of this too. That I don't know what to do with it all. So I I know that I have 5. Like I pulled all the big hits out of this. Well, let's put it this way. I pulled the White Reshiram. I pulled the, what is it, Hilda and the Inn, like the SIRs. I pulled both of those. So I sent those 3. I want to say there was 2 others though. I think I sent 5 in that shipment. Um, so yeah, and if this sells at shows, then that's great. So, and that's probably what I need to do, is just wait till I go to the show. And because I also know that if I go to the show with like 8 cards, or 20 singles, that it's going to be a waste of time for me. So I kind of just. So, did you ever set up or no? Drew, what's going on? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah, the big cards I send in. I send in little. So you okay? So you send in the little cards and just sell the big cards raw, or backwards? Drew, what you looking for tonight? I got packs. I got some singles. Happy to show you whatever you're interested in. Or you can just sit here and talk to us about. I'm trying to figure out how to get more than 4 people in. Packs or singles, sir? And I mean the answer is yes. To I don't have Paldean Fates. I've got Paldea Evolved. 151 packs. The only thing I have are poster collections. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Um. Oh, you know what else I've got? I've got 151 tens. I forgot about those. Those are in the shop. Poster collection. I don't know. What do you think? $40. Whoops! Wow, wrecking the place. If you do that, I'll just ship. I'm gonna ship. I'll ship the promos and whatever's ever in the packs, but not the unless you really want the, but not the poster. I swear this used to be. There it is. So just let me know, Drew. And then I have these as well. 151 mini tens. What's going on, Stinky? You getting ready for your big trip? You and AJ gonna go wreck the place this weekend, is what I heard. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was telling him there's a show here that's pretty big. They have like 400 tables or something, and I I put myself on the wait list today. Hopefully they'll tell me, hey, we got a cancellation. Come on, and that way I can buy some stuff. But we'll see. So who knows? Who knows? Guy, when you guys get slabs and stuff, do you guys care about which slab it is, or is it you don't any slab's fine to set up a table? Because AJ and I've been talking a lot and just about as great as you guys have been coming to the shows and stuff, I I just like it's just not enough. I need more people, and I got to figure out how to get a larger audience and stuff. And I just got to figure some stuff out because buying all the packs and stuff, it is so hard. Hey, Versi. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. So if you guys want to do something, let me know. I got the packs. I got singles we can look at again. Now, if somebody wants to get crazy, I got somebody can decide. Hey, I want to go after that Final Fantasy box. That would be fun. There's some there's some huge cards in that box. Yeah, so I'm like, what other platforms do I try and all that kind of stuff. Um, or do I switch more to singles? Because AJ and I were talking about the singles. If I get the table and I can take a lot of cash, if I can buy at 70%, then I can come on here as long as I get real close to market. That's great. Then it's somewhat sustainable. Then it just becomes how do I get all those singles and everything. That's the box I really want. I want somebody to decide they're going to pull the trigger on. That I know. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you know about the Magic, this Final Fantasy Magic stuff, but those boxes started off at around 700, but they're around 1180 now, 1175 to or 1150 to 1200 now a box. It's crazy. There are I think 20 cards that are at least $100, and over half of those are 400 plus. I think it's nuts, dude. I know the Golden Chocobo, 45 to 55,000. Get him, get him. If and I will say, I've opened quite a few. This is the Surge foil. The Surge foils are pretty. They're definitely pretty. I think I've sold $2,500 worth of stuff on eBay from those things. So it's crazy. Your booster bundle went out today, sir. Don't dock me for my crazy packing though. That the bubble wrap just did not want to come apart, so it it looks all torn up. Hey, listen, I'm not into Magic either, but I am into pulling a pack for $100 and pulling $300 card out of it. Telling you, if Pokemon if Pokemon really wanted to drive this thing any crazier, they would start serializing some stuff. Could you imagine having like Charizard cards numbered to 999 or something like that or whatever? How crazy would that be? Schultzy, what's going on? All right, here's another dumb question. Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. Um, so I go on a lot of these streams, and they've got like a TV screen or something in the background. Does that does that do anything for you all? I find that stuff like I glance at it for 2 seconds and that's it. I don't. I'm not usually going. Oh my gosh, let me see that. Maybe I need to put on some like no sports is on. Might have to start doing that though. Yeah, yeah. Now some of these guys, I feel like they put a lot of money into it because they've got like room. I mean, a lot of it's like the fake backgrounds and stuff, but some of it's pretty cool for sure. So what's your big like? What are you hunting for, Sneaky, when you get over there? Is it just you guys have a list? You have a list of I want these Funkos. Okay. I could look at those. Are you going single hunting or are you gonna go wax hunting? Oh, I know. I mean, there's. I think the problem is a lot of the things I like. I don't know if it really fits with a lot of this audience. Sports. I think there's a handful of people. What's up, Savage? But I don't know that there's um, like a lot of the people in here. I don't know that they're big into sports. There you go. I like that idea. So, do you have the same problem I have, where it's like, hey, I want a base set Charizard PSA, 7. I don't even know how much that is, but I think it's, I know it's a few $1,000s, right? But can I give up that Umbreon and like two or three other things or whatever to get to that? I don't know. That's what I have to rationalize all that out. Savage man, thanks for the follow. Savage, what do you collect? You collect or you like to rip? Really? Ugh. I want that magic card. I mean, that's like if I get a chance to set up and one of those comes across the table, I'm gonna have to get it. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Right? You got to do what you got to do, but still, I love that card. I think that card is just it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Right, but then it's like that's the thing, like my shining Mewtwo. Okay, would you not? And this is very unrealistic, I know, but would I want to give up that Umbreon, the shining Mewtwo, and that other Pikachu from the Master Battle set for a shiny Charizard? Uh, I'll be honest with you. I think the shining Charizard's kind of ugly. Just my opinion. But okay, I know I shouldn't do this, but Do we want to open this tonight? Do I want to open the white? All right, am I opening this or not? All right, Sneaky, we're going for it. Wish me luck. There you go. Wait, so if the Zard comes back at 10, then you're good. You're golden then already. I know you'll be ahead of value wise. Wait, what Zard are we talking about? Wait. Which cards are you talking? Sorry, which one's 700? Oh, sorry. You're talking about that's right. The 151 one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. How much is the magic card? 215. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, that card is just going to keep going up in price though, because that thing is, um, those boxes are over 300 now. I'm seeing those boxes getting close to three. I think I saw a case sell What did I see the case go for? 2,200 or something like that? No. Anyway, no, it wasn't that much. I don't know, but I think the boxes are going to be like, yeah, Paldea Vault. What's up, Kyle? Kyle, what are you up to tonight? Well, it's not only is it an underrated set, but that that Magic Carp. My understanding of it is also is that it's short printing, so there's not as much of that as there are of like the 151 and the Sparks and stuff like that. So you know, all right, here we go. First one, Cling Clang or whatever. And the thing that's really funny to me is if you're gonna buy it, you see all these people who are selling um, like 36 loose packs. I'd never do that. I was gonna buy. I mean, I might buy 4 or 5 packs that are loose, but if I'm gonna buy 36 packs worth of a product, that's got to be sealed. There's just too many people. I feel like. Yeah, 151 should be done pretty soon. But I can tell you the Black Bolt stuff. Black Bolt White Flare in English. That's short printed when it comes out. That's for sure. Oh yeah, of course. So and I'll pay a little bit more for it too. Because I know it's not. I know it's going to get it. Regular. All regular. There was that 5 packs so far. Is that right? Oh wow. No, that was 7 packs already. Huh. Yep. I don't know if you saw. Have you seen what Upper Deck is doing with the cup? Their premium hockey set. How they started. All their patch autos are coming now encased. Hey Quacks, what's going on? Well, that's a terrible card because. But you never know. Could be a box that's got 2 of them. Yeah. So they're because in sports cards, you know how people are ripping the patches out. They're ripping out all the napkins and just putting in random patches of other players in. Yeah, wrong ref sheet for sure. All right, so golly, I keep hitting this stupid arm. I'm gonna change this table out. I gotta change it. It just bounces too much. No. Well, I think most I would actually say it a little bit differently. I would say most patches are player worn. They're just not from a game. They're just like they showed up at some room. They said, "Hey, look, here's 100 jerseys. Put them on real quick for us," and that's what they did. Golly, keep hitting this stupid thing. already got that one. I know that. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, he wore it for 2 seconds, but he wore it. Yeah, there's a product that was I don't know when I first bought some. It was soccer when I first learned about it. It's called Futera. I don't know if you're familiar with that one or not, but Futera actually does a thing where when you get the jersey and stuff, they tell you it's from this game on this date, and so and so scored goals or whatever. That was cool. I like that kind of thing, and so I kind of like what Tops is kind of coming back and doing with those player debut patches. The player debut patches are nice. They're just ridiculously hard to hit. That's all. Oh, Panini messed themselves up for a bunch of things. They could have. I I, I liked having Panini and Tops though because that at least kind of kept the parties in check. And I mean, Fanatics is doing cool stuff. Don't get me wrong, but now there's no competition. There's no like really fight for the dollars except in hockey. But hockey's such not a not one of the big three. Just and now Panini. What are they trying to do? Oh, hey, look, it's the. I'm waiting for the lumberjack cards to come out. You know how like on ESPN they used to have the lumberjack contest and stuff. Um, where's that? So, Twilight Masquerade, Jonathan. Yes, I do. How many you want? I only ask because I got to see. I don't know if I have a box or not, but I definitely have. Well, that's probably half a box at least over there. $7 a pack for those. Um, tell me what you're thinking before I. I mean, I've been known to gamble. That actually might be closer to 20 or more. Hold on. $22 packs. Okay, well, can't do that. That's for sure. But give me 1 second. We could do $5 a pack, or we'll do it. All right, here's the option I think of: $100 or 180. All right. That'll make doing inventory easier now. Brewers, what's going on, man? That's true. Um, Cujo, I still have it. I mean, hold on. Let me. I could throw it in there real quick. Hold up. I mean, if you're gonna do that, Cujo, I don't have a lot, but the Surging Sparks, there's maybe 5 of them, 4 of them, something like that. It should be in the shop now. Frizz, what's up? Yeah, and I will tell you, Twilight Masquerade, that's another one that is taking off. So I give it another. Oh, did it drop big time? Or last I saw, I um I was opening a few of the booster bundles and I ended up pulling one. Here, let me get rid of everything for you there. Journey, Battle Styles, Masquerade, Paradox Rift, Destined Rivals. I mean, I can include that in there as well. Paradox Rift, Surging Sparks, and Obsidian Flames. 280. Well, it's still not that bad though. And Final Fantasy doesn't count, Cujo. I know you don't know. I know you know that, but man, um, yeah, I just sneaky. I'd say give it another like 2 to 3 months, and that should start to come back. Because I think as soon as, well, I don't know. I've not been through. I've not paid attention enough during an era. What do you guys call it? Like, what is this called anyway? An era change? I would call it an era change, or a evolution change, or a story change. I don't know, whatever you call it. But when that changes, pretty much everything that's previous gets, they stop printing. I would think, except maybe for the last 2 or 3 sets, right? But if I had to guess, 151's probably done pretty soon. 2 years, okay. Cujo, if you end up pulling the trigger, I should see it, but if not, just tell me. Yeah, I mean, I look at everything and I say, you know what? If it starts, um, you know, becoming harder to find, then cool. You know, I bought a box that I remember, as I guess this was maybe 2 months or so before I started doing the whatnot. I was traveling somewhere and I went to this shop and they had a box of Sword and Shield, the base set box, and they had it at like, I don't know, 360 maybe, and I think market on it on TCG Player had it at like 380 at the time. And I was like, cool, I was like all excited, and I was like, how about 340? And so he gave it to me for 340. And then next thing you know, I was like, okay, I didn't even look to see what was in the set. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, the best card you can pull is like $40. But for whatever reason, those boxes are almost $500 now. It's crazy. Cujo, what'd you get? Four? Where are you going, sir? What do you want? What do you want? That Battle Styles is a brand new box. I know that. Twilight Masquerade, that's 2/3 of the box at least. And I don't. Obsidian's probably a good half of the box. But I haven't. We haven't seen anything big out of those packs. I know that. You want? Okay. Cujo, do you have another account named Jonathan? Yeah. All right, here we go. You want you want these four, or you want some other ones, or how do you want to do this? Well, that one was upside down. I guess I put it in backwards. A fifth one shot out. This one was sticking out when I pulled. So you tell me what you want. Oh, I mean, we could almost go a set of art. So there's five of them. Put this one back. That's what I was just told. Okay. All right, we're gonna flip them upside down then. Good luck, sir, and thank you very much. Let's see what you get. All right, Iron Leaves. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Boom. Out of the first pack. Cannot beat that, sir. Hey, I think you're already ahead. All right, three more to go. Let's see. So this bottom one will be that pack that you decided to keep and get rid of that other one. Okay, I think you have an Ogre Pawn EX or something coming. Here we go. A teal mask Ogre Pawn. Good evening, Retro. How are you tonight? I'm telling you. So here's my question: How are you guys surviving the heat? It's it was pretty crazy today. All right, last one. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I mean, out of four packs, that's definitely beating the odds. That's for sure. Cadet. Oh, look at that! Boom. That is okay. Interesting. I mean, okay, but is this one of those great? You got an SIR, but it's $4. It seems like he's not very desired. You know, It goes very slow tonight. That's neat though. A hit's a hit. Yeah, 100%. And for 4 packs, he killed the box. And now that guy Jonathan or Cujo, aka Cujo, I'm gonna start calling Cujo Jonathan now. Oh, I'll let Sneaky tell the story. Hey, Bookie. No, basically he was on, I don't know, like 3 minutes before you asked about the pick a pack, and was like, "How many masquerades you got?" He's like, will you flip?" And I'm like, he's like, "All your packs at $1 a pack, or whatever you want." And I'm like, "No." So I don't mind. I don't mind playing a little bit, but I'm not going crazy. That's for sure. But okay, so I here's the question. My kid has been talking about this thing. Apparently, he told me today that they don't make it anymore. Some Apple, but shoot, I don't know. I guess it was like super popular, like Bud's Apple or something like that, or whatever. Does this ring a bell? What I'm talking about? Some alcoholic drink, I think. I don't know if it's apple beer or what it was, but he said they stopped making it. I guess so. Who knows? Bush Apple. Yeah, there you go. That's it. So that's what it is Bush's apple, Bush beer apple, Bush Light apple. Yeah, they stopped making it apparently. But apparently, I guess what I never had it. He kept trying to get me to go find it. Am I trying to flip? No, he wanted me to flip. He came on and asked for all my Twilight packs. Now it's a good thing I didn't do it because I've got 2 cases of Twilight behind me. So I wasn't doing all that. He didn't know that, but still. Racer, have you tried it? Okay. So the Bush Light Lime, I actually will try because I know Bud Light Lime. I really do. I like that because it's I can taste the lime, but it's really because it's like they put some salt in it. I think, and I like that kind of that just a hint of salt flavor. That to me sounded pretty good. So Racer, it's a slow night for me tonight. So whatever you're looking for, happy to just sit here and talk or whatever. If there's any packs you want to see, pick a pack. Pretty much anything in the back there. In the well, I don't know what you call it, the dispenser. $7 a pack. Destined Rivals can be part of that. So, or if you want to see some singles or whatever, or we're just talking about what we do card wise and stuff. Retro, your box went out today. So I got that all packed up, shipped over to you. Oh boy. Enda's cow. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Enda. I do. Where did all right, hold on. Somebody move the binder. I have one. That's what I got. I got one. Whoops. All right, there you go. That's the one I got. What's up, Swiper? That, I'm pretty much basically around market. Whatever they say it's worth is what I tend to do. But uh last I looked, I want to say it's probably around what 18, 19, something like that. Unless it's, but I don't know if it's how much it's changed one way or the other. Oh, market price is looks like $12. So $12. Okay. Let me throw it up there real quick for you. Whoops. There you go, Racer. All right. Thanks, Racer. I appreciate you. Am I gonna? I'm gonna see. See now he wants to flip. I told you, Jonathan wants to flip now. All right, there you go, Racer. Thanks, Daniel. What's going on? Kuja talks about flipping, and then he gets DC'd. I love it. Optimus, how you doing? You guys, it's fairly slow, so I'm just hanging out, talking. Or if you guys want any packs, shop's there. I can run Destined Rivals. It's a fresh box, so nothing's out of that. Y'all tell me what you're interested in. Cujo's going through some Twilight Masquerade. We got Battle Styles back there for some of the older, not so old teenage stuff. There you go. We can call those the teenagers. Crazy to think this stuff's been around for 30 years now. It's gonna get. Daniel and Optimus, what are you guys looking for tonight? All right, let's see. So if anybody needs any black and white singles, don't know if anybody needs any of these or not. Jen Pikachu, what's going on? Got pick a pack, so you can pick any pack in the back, $7 a pack. Got Obsidian and Paradox Rift, Journey, some Sparks back there. Not a lot of Sparks left. Battle Styles, Twilight Masquerade. So those are in there. That's all up in the shop. If you want to look at singles, I got some of those too. Fine wine. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I got shows scheduled Wednesday and then Saturday and Sunday. So go ahead and check those out. Make sure you bookmark those. Saturday and Sunday, I'm definitely going to the show here. I don't know if I'm setting up yet or not, but I'll definitely have some stuff left from that. All right. So you guys have a great night, and I will see y'all later. Yeah, Racer. See ya. Thank you again.